millionaires.
to our what's the name to see if it's up there. Yeah.
Everyday millionaires.
We just have to
No time for you.
Everyday
Sonia, I'm sorry.
gonna be it.
Okay.
You want this one?
I'm gonna make some.
Oh, we there already.
No, I'm not there yet.
Yes, you are. I'm there. Where you at?
I'm trying to get there.
Oh.
Everyday millionaires.
Just waiting on that check.
See?
Well, I just wanted to make sure it worked.
And y'all
So,
got through it.
you want me to, which one? It don't matter, cause he gonna cut it.
Do a cup. Do it for your cup first before you.
Cover what?
I slipped a little.
Okay, hold on.
That's okay.
I can't pause it, so we don't gotta pause it.
Everybody slip a little.
Okay, squeeze some ice.
What did they
What's the
bring?
topic?
Unlimited intimacy.
Yep.
Intimacy.
We gonna keep it clean. But I said it.
Well, first of all,
Kenneth can tag us all from there.
no, I can't, 'cause that's YouTube Live.
Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna tag you.
So you
I'm
gotta
about to
tag
go
Can you
live.
tag me?
Yep, tag everybody, and tag me too, 'cause I'm
And
not
it's
on
gonna
it.
be on YouTube Live?
It's on YouTube Live right now they can hear everything we say.
Okay, what's the name
Snapchat
of
for
it?
these
What's
people
the name
saying
of
show.
it? What's the name of it?
We gotta keep it real. Through the Nets is bigger than basketball.
That's our, yeah, so if you tell everybody to go to YouTube Live right now, that's where we are.
I miss you guys.
I
Oh.
know.
For real, for real.
Okay, I
I
gotta
gotta do our monthly.
We don't do that.
We need to.
Yes,
Yes,
YouTube
we
Live.
do.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me tell
Because
you.
regardless of this podcast or not, we should have had the 4 or 5 dinners already, okay?
Already.
It's
It's a lot of
Well, that
stuff
was
going
the
on down
start.
there.
Oh my
There's
God.
so much stuff on
Let me
YouTube.
tag everybody.
So much
Bigger
stuff.
than,
Yeah, a whole bunch of.
Through the net's bigger than basketball.
It's big.
It's bigger than, it's,
through the
don't
nets.
forget
Yeah,
Keita.
I did you already. Yours pop up.
Oh yeah. That means we be together too much.
It's bigger than basketball.
yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
perfect.
Just tag
Jen, I love you so much.
all your friends.
Oh, okay, okay.
How's Mario?
What your question is?
I gotta show you the picture.
You know, I shoot straight from the hip.
Okay, we perfect. Okay.
We live.
I know that's right, TC.
All right, so this is how you gonna do it.
Green spot.
So the headphones are really, yeah, we can share. You don't necessarily have to have the headphones on just to talk into the mic. So that's always good. Can you hold that for me, baby? Oh, it's all right.
Turn your volume down on your phone.
Or turn your put your do not disturb on, so that way the phone won't ring. Yeah. So.
They can still hear me if I put my ringer
Mhm.
on silent.
Mhm. Yeah, your speaker's always on. And then whenever you ready to introduce, bae,
Alright, alright.
do your thug thizzle, and we good.
Okay, good evening.
And always talk to the green.
We're back, season 2, off season, episode 3. It's the special moms edition, unlimited
Hey.
intimacy.
Oh, let me get that bell.
We're gonna start with an introduction. I am Bay Bush, the mother of the Sea Crew.
I'm Lauren, mother of Chuck and Drew.
Jen, mother of Mac and Mariano.
Sonia Thomas, mom of Soleil, Xavier, and Tyler.
Lakita, the coach Gantz, mother of the Robert Davis Jr.
Carla Robinson, the mother of Brian Woodland.
Oh. Dee Dee.
I'm Dee Dee, the
Yes.
mother of Mario Young.
You hear that accent?
I'm Latisse, the mother of Bryce Eaton.
Aw.
Alright, so before we get,
Oh.
Yep, yep. So yeah, add your other babies.
Right. I'm not doing.
so, before we get started, I had 3 folks today contact me like, so the podcast is about the kids, right? And I'm like, no. So one of them was basically like, maybe we need, because a lot of people would think it's about the kids. And this is really, it really was not for the kids, it's for us. It was, so I want you to take a minute just to kind of just explain what we're doing, what we're all about, because most people think that it's basketball all,
Right.
and it's all about the kids.
But before we do that, we have to acknowledge
Oh yeah,
Tiffany.
our mommies who
And
are
Terry,
not in
yes.
the building.
Yes.
Terry, mother of Jamal and Tiffany, mother of the Fuller boys.
Right.
They are home. I know.
Get
Gil,
well.
Yes, please get well.
soon. Yes.
All right, are you waiting for me? You waiting for me? All right. So originally, as Terry always say, we kind of basically always met and we're getting together and talking to each other about different things in our lives. And you ladies know that because we've been doing it for 6 years. Is it 6, 7 years? They were like 8.
They were
8.
So
Yeah,
like,
they 14,
about 7 or 8.
7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
And at one point, all of our children were playing on the same team. Same team, okay? And eventually we all kind of had this thought process that our experiences could help people. Our experiences could help other parents, mothers, fathers, whoever raising kids, playing sports, or even just dancing, whatever they're doing. We felt that our mission would be to educate and help get information to people to help get their children off to college or do whatever it is they wanted to do in the future. And although it seems as though we are always talking about our children, because that's what we do when we get together.
Right.
The bottom line was for us as mothers to share and give back together, and that's pretty much where it comes. We are doing our own thing through this thing. So for example, the meet and greet that we had,
Right.
that was basketball was our meeting. The middle of us meeting, but that meet and greet wasn't nothing about basketball. We was trying to have a little fun, and that's always been our thing. Let's have a little fun without thinking about the crazy lives that we have with our children.
Right.
Did I do a good job?
Okay. Okay, and with that being said, so today we're gonna not talk about the kids. Today,
Okay.
it's not gonna be about the kids.
Sorry, Cody.
I don't really have it scripted because I just wanted it to flow. I
Facts.
wanted it to be about
Yeah, I'm
us.
shooting straight from the hip.
Mother's Day was yesterday. I know everybody probably celebrated it or not. But I just wanted us to come together today, invite all the ladies from when we first started, and I wanted us to just to converse, you know, and it be about us. I know we can all say that we take time out for ourselves, but it don't happen.
No.
I mean, it don't happen, you know.
No, look at my face.
Look, you told us, look, you was tired. She wanted to go to sleep.
I tried. That's all I can say. I really tried.
And she said, forget that, I'm coming to be with the ladies.
Right. So, unlimited intimacy, I came up with that topic. Unlimited, of course, means not limited or restricted. And intimacy, most people, when they think of intimacy, they think of
Sex.
Yes.
Sex.
But intimacy is really just close familiarity or friendship, like a closeness.
A closeness.
So, and I think we all have that. You know, we at some point, whether we give it to each other, which we do that a lot, support one another, or your other friends, parents, sisters, whoever.
Good.
You know, so I wanted us to, touch base on that. Touch about. My first one is name one thing that you do for yourself consistently.
Ooh.
Everybody.
Hey.
I'm in the gym.
I'm in the gym. Gym
So
mama.
Jen said gym.
Yes, my new addiction is the gym.
Yep.
I'm in the
Cece?
gym.
In the gym.
And when we say the gym, we talk about y'all working out.
Working out.
Yeah.
Getting our buns together.
Yeah.
Jen.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. That's what I like to do for myself.
Right.
And I think that's
You have to make that time. You
Yeah.
have to. You
Yeah.
have to. It keeps me
I gotta
sane.
release the guilt.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that
I
word.
get that.
Yeah. I
I
gotta release
get
the
that.
guilt.
I get guilt. I feel that at times, knowing, so for me it works because I know the kids are here for a purpose and in the gym or whatever, Mike's got them. So I know that I can do me.
Right.
If I know they're at home, I cut my gym time short because I feel guilty. I have that guilt.
Right.
Mm.
So then
I like that
I'll
word.
either go, if I know that they're gonna be home after work, then I'm like, dang, I gotta go at 5 a.m. because otherwise I'm not gonna get a good workout after work because I'll have that guilt and feel like I need to be home.
Mm,
Right.
I like that word.
Right. What about you, Carla? Didi?
Mine is my hair and nails all the time.
Green, but green.
All
You're
the
talking to the
Microphone
green
right in
mic.
front of you, babe.
Say it again. Oh, yep.
Just move it to you, just grab it.
Yeah, there you go. Ah, don't act like you, Carla.
You ain't scared
Put that green button up there.
So mine is my hair and nails.
Hey.
Faithfully.
Good.
Do it all faithfully.
Right.
My alone time. I gotta have them grandkids with me.
Yeah.
I have to. It's like I'm not right.
Mm.
Even when they gone, I look for them.
Okay.
That's that guilt.
Yeah.
That's the guilt. That's the guilt,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I don't trust them.
No, that's
That's it,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't blame you.
yeah.
absolutely.
What
I
about
can,
you?
I can identify though, cause I'm gonna get my hair done, my nails done, my feet done. I don't have no guilt no more.
I can
I'm
tell
so
because you like
grateful.
them kids.
I'm so grateful that like they are grown people.
Yeah.
Like everybody like
Independence is
is
everything.
doing, like even my 14-year-old is responsible in certain areas because he's been raised in a household with the big people.
Right.
So he's seen a lot and he's seen how they maneuver. Like I don't have no guilt.
I can't wait till I get to that point.
What about you, Lauren?
So I would love for it to be the gym, but I'd be lying if I said that. So, right now,
Ain't no
for
lying,
me,
girl.
it's, so I have Audible, and I highly recommend it. So literally, I use that subscription every month to get a book, you know, just something personal, whether it's professional development or it's, you know, a fiction book, but it's just
Sweet.
something that I love and look forward to just, I mean, you
Something
guys
that
know,
speaks
we,
to you.
as parents, we're always in the car, Uber drivers,
Always.
basically. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna be in the car anyway, I might as well listen to something entertaining or something that's gonna help develop myself. So
Mhm.
that is consistent for me.
Right. That's huge. My-
So Tiffany said hers is retail therapy.
Yes. That used to be mine until I
That's
learned
good.
that money broke.
Yeah, you
That's
should be.
a good therapy.
So,
I like it.
Yeah, it's a
Always
good
thinking.
therapy.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm in rehab and I'm doing well. I'm 6 months in, I'm doing well. Rehab, thank you.
You know what?
So I'm trying to get to where, Dee, I'm almost there. I'm almost there, of not feeling the guilt. I'm almost there. Me and Carla was just talking on the way here. I recognize now, I can honestly say this and don't feel bad about it, that I've been parenting wrong, honestly.
Okay.
I've been doing the wrong things. I've been allowing the kids to get away with too much, and now it's catching up with me and kicking my, you know what, for real. And trying to deprogram them the right way is hard.
Yes.
It's real hard, you
Yes.
know. But I also recognize that for them to be successful adults, you know.
It's necessary.
Yeah, I remember being Carly age, and I was Cody age. I was 9, and I was responsible.
Yeah.
My kids nowhere near where I was.
Mhm.
So therefore, I'm doing something wrong. I know I did something wrong, and I'm doing something wrong, and I gotta
think-
fix it.
Don't say it's wrong. I think it's
Yeah,
something
it's not
different.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got different kids. I mean, it should have just happened before I left out the house. I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Because they're all spoiled.
You know,
That's
it's
it.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because-
do it. I'm like, we moving
Yeah.
at the speed of light.
But listen,
Everything.
guys, I was spoiled. I was a spoiled kid.
I was too.
But guess what? I feared my daddy. Period. I didn't have to get a whooping because I knew
Yeah.
if he looked at me wrong, I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
kids, a lot of kids don't fear their parents.
No
way.
more.
No more.
No more.
Yeah.
Because when my son
Well, I'm gonna test
was
that
a
theory
kid,
when I get home.
no, seriously, because
Straight up.
when Lionel was older, I had the fear of God in him, all of them.
Right.
But Mario
too.
is a certain different type of kid.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I'm
We
talking
can
about,
hear.
and my oldest said, you have gotten weak.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I was his age, you knocked my head off if I said something out of the way.
Mhm.
This is what I will say. We survived. We turned out okay.
Mhm.
And I wasn't a bad kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we definitely had responsibilities.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You was up
Yes.
by that sink if you had to get a bucket, a box,
Yeah,
or something
Yeah.
to wash them dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were to be done, and you were told once, and that's it.
That was
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
So, you know, I'm
Hey,
guilty of
hey.
like this. I need to get this done because it's taking too long. Then I take over.
Yeah. But I
And
think too,
that's where we mess up at.
Sure, absolutely.
I think what makes it difficult is that we're in a age now where technology has completely taken over.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids from the phones to the PlayStations,
games, mhm.
Xboxes, so that's not helping either.
Yeah.
And just
Because
managing
we were
that.
made to go outside.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Tease, what's your therapy?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do for you?
For
What's
me,
your, yeah.
Oh,
Grab
no,
the mic.
she
She said the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, you
at
did say the gym, okay.
Mhm. I'm at the gym, a lot. And I go as soon as I drop Bryce off. Actually, what I've been doing though is, since the weather has broken, I've been going down to the river,
Mm-hmm.
just running it or walking it, you know what I'm saying? Just taking that time for myself to kind of reflect on how, you know, what I'm gonna do when he get out of school. or
Right.
What I need to do for me,
Mhm.
you know, what is it Micah need, or what is it, you know what I'm saying? So that's my time to really reflect on the things that I need to do as a mom.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So is it bad to not think about what we're gonna do for them? Is it, or think about what we're gonna do for ourselves?
no, it's not, actually.
Don't you ever think
Because
that.
I'm
No.
really trying to get there. I'm trying to get there where I just think about me, but I'll always somehow go back to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Paige is doing her thing, Micah is doing her thing. So now it's really just Bryce. But then it's like, okay, the brain don't really fully develop till they 25. So you gotta kinda
Yeah.
be with
We talking
Micah
about
a
males
little
here.
bit more.
Still
You know what
grabbing
I'm
by the
saying?
collar.
Males here.
And that's what
So
I
I
did with
gotta kind
Charlotte.
of talk with her a little bit more, and
Yeah.
then, you know,
Yeah.
make sure Bryce is, you know, Bryce is different though. And they always, they said, boys are easy. This is what my dad told me. He said, boys are easy. All you have to do is feed them, clothe them, and kick their ass every now and then.
Make sure they
So I said,
testicles are
okay,
not sweaty.
Exactly.
but it's more to them than that.
It is.
It's a lot to them. Like my
It is.
girls were really easy. If I said, look, go clean up your room, do your homework. They didn't really have chores. I didn't give them chores because I like my house cleaned a certain way. So I did.
And that's my
everything.
problem.
That's my
That's
So,
my problem.
but make sure your room is clean.
Yeah.
Right? They did that,
Yeah.
but Bryce, he responds more to his dad when it comes to doing stuff like that than he does me. So it's like I'm hollering and I'm screaming,
Mhm.
you know, didn't I say clean it? Didn't I say do it? And he's like, nah, okay, you told me, you know what I'm saying? And I know I get on his nerves, but I get on my nerves too because I'm screaming and hollering and I can feel my pressure rising.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, let me leave this kid alone.
But I
It's
think
Friday.
the beauty of that, and I say this coming from a house that was strictly, I had chores every day, bathroom, you know, bathroom, kitchen, every single day, bedtime, 9 p.m. Everything was structured, and I hated it. And sometimes, no matter what, my room would get unclean, or you know. But it turned out as an adult, it became easy for me. It's just like routine.
Right.
So even now in the house, my other half is like, you know, you're routine. You're built like that. We don't wanna. We wanna just throw everything in the hamper. I'm like, no. But looking at my son, I'm like, how come every single day you come in this room, you clean it up, and then it's back
It's
the
a hot
same way?
mess.
You know. And so my thought process is in the long run. In the long run. He's gonna get it just like I have it. It's just gonna sink in when he either like a girl a lot, and he don't want her to think he dirty, or he's somewhere where ain't nobody playing that, and you can't have your stuff all over the place. You know what I mean?
My
So
brain all over
I
the
think it's gonna kick in all the things that we're teaching them, because boys, like you said, at 25, they get it after.
They get it after.
You know what I mean? All the stuff that you're teaching them. So.
But I don't know. Go ahead.
But, so do you think there's no opportunity to help change that behavior now? Because like you said, like I feel like I've failed in that sense where like, cause I am that person that I like things a certain way, and if you're not gonna get it done right now when I want it done, I'm
I'll
just gonna
do
do it
it.
myself and save me the headache.
Let me ask you, does when he gets dressed, does it matter?
I don't care what he looks
No,
like.
no.
What do you mean?
When he, for himself.
Yeah.
So when he's
Oh, yeah.
getting dressed, does it matter
yeah,
how he
he's-
looks, how
so-
his drip, as they call
Right.
it?
Yes.
Does that matter?
Yes.
Then you're
But-
on the right track.
But that just started mattering,
Mhm.
that just came
Mhm.
about recently, because I was on his head about putting product in his hair. Like, put something in your dry hair. And he would, and especially because I'm white and he's not, you know, I'm gonna get the stank eye from the
All
black
right,
women.
yeah.
And so I would be on him, and then one mom, of course, at school was like, you know, you need to tell him to put some, and I was like, What you say, Jen? I'm like, no. I'm like, he's got plenty of product. He's got Shea Moisture. He's got it all. He's got it all.
He just chooses.
He
Somebody
just-
said we were soft.
But then,
I've seen
So
that.
listen, I'm gonna get.
Say we soft.
So listen,
I'm
I'm
taking
gonna get to it.
suggestions.
No, I'm gonna get to that because here I'm a total opposite. So I was the kid who, once I got on my own, was lost because my parents did. My
Everything.
parents take it back. My stepmother did everything. We didn't have chores. We didn't have to do anything but go to school. So my kids are the total opposite. I make them do everything, and sometimes they don't. I be like, okay, they think I'm gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it. Or sometimes they'll come home and then I done did everything, and they're like, wow. No, because I know I got on my own. I think I was 21 with a kid, and I swear to you, did not know, like, somebody came up like, when you gonna clean up? I'm like, oh, when you supposed to do that? I'm talking about at 21. Like, seriously, a reality check at 21.
No,
It's
but
hard.
but
It's
even
hard.
whether they do it or not, it's the nagging aspect of it. So I agree with you, T's like, cause we're saying it, but when I say we
Yeah.
move at the speed of light, like we
Yeah.
just got back in, it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, damn. I thought I washed the dishes before I left. It's like, okay. Then
Yeah.
I'm washing before I leave out for work, right? I got 2 wash machines, 2 dryers, and I'm working them suckers. But then I'll forget when I come in, like, dang, I gotta take those out.
Yeah.
Let me wash
Yes.
them again
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you done left them in there.
15
And
loads a
you
week.
constantly, everything's like, okay, you gotta do your homework. Maybe our kids are overloaded. I think my boys are overloaded. Does that make me soft? No, I'm trying to
we're
give
all
them something.
overloaded though.
And I was
Yes,
about to
it's
say,
not
we
the
are so
same.
different than
Yes.
our parents.
Let me-
had
It's
us-
not the same.
I got to say
Yeah.
one thing.
Go ahead. Go to the mic.
Yeah,
I am not overloading myself.
absolutely.
I'm not doing extra.
Right. It's okay for them to do
I
it.
work 2 jobs.
Exactly.
One
enough.
part-time and one full-time.
Mhm.
And at this point in my life, I'm tired.
Exactly.
Like, I raised my kids. My 28-year-old was the perfect, cleaned up the whole house like me,
That's how it
watched the
was.
kids like me, did it all. I didn't have that issue with Lionel. Devontae, trifling. I'm just gonna put it out there. I've never seen it, but he slept in a room with his oldest brother, so he wasn't allowed
Right.
to mess up.
Exactly.
Everything had to be in order.
So probably when he got on, he's like, I ain't doing none of
right.
that. So he's
Exactly.
So
converted.
Mario is
Opposite.
different because he's lazy. He don't want to clean up. Sometimes I be like, did you take a bath today?
Oh.
Because you practice
Right.
and you come home
Yes.
and then you want to get on the game and then you want to look at me in the morning time because it's time to go to school. So you ain't took no bath, so now you late. I had to break it down to him, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm not doing no extra for these kids no more.
Right.
That is the problem. None of my kids know who I am. They got it. And that was how it was going to be. He know this morning, I told him, your sister got up at 5:30 in the morning, caught the bus to work.
Mm.
Okay.
I didn't move this morning. I laid in my bed, Tanya, because I didn't have to go to work.
Right.
I did not wake you up for school. I'm not going to do it
Right.
because at some point in time,
You
you
want to do it
need to
on
be
your own.
responsible.
Yeah.
You have a cell phone with an alarm. I'm no longer your alarm
Well, I
clock.
guess I'm soft.
And I broke it down to him this morning. He couldn't say nothing, but
Okay.
he's still gonna take
I
me
guess
to
I'm
school.
soft because I saw him call me when you need to run.
No, no. No, and I don't want you to. I don't want you to. Because if you come home after practice, take your bath, eat, do what you're supposed to do, go to bed,
You get up on
listen
time.
for your alarm clock,
Yeah.
get up in the morning. I don't have a problem with taking you to school.
Right.
Right.
But you're not gonna run my life.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
When you're not doing what
So
you.
we gonna put you on the schedule.
You're not gonna run my life. That's my life. That's my
My
life.
thing is, I'm an a-hole. But then when I say this, you walk in the house, they have practice. It's different. You got practice, train. You got homework, tutors, and this is Sunday through Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I get a break? Cause
See what I'm
I
saying?
got an elementary kid, a middle school, and a freshman in college. Now she gone off, but hell, I had to have her at the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got in at 11. I'm tired.
Yes.
And then when I don't get no rest, I turn into a straight ass
yes.
hoe, and I'm close to
I'm
it.
mad with everything.
But I'm saying when you don't see the change, it's not that we're not saying these are some of the things that needs to be done. It's like, well, when? Because if I ain't played, but I got you to and from.
Yes.
I'm up with you before because I'm trying to figure out, okay, make sure we do this and that.
Mhm.
Make everybody get what they supposed to, but you do get exhausted. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Self-care is everything, but it's still necessary. But we right back there talking about our damn kids.
Right.
I mean, it's just that we putting it out there, Saya,
Oh,
because
no doubt.
listen, we have done everything.
Everything.
And like you were saying, the Uber, like you laughing, like I'm tired. Like I'll be 50 in 2 years and 2 months.
Praise him, baby.
I just
Praise him.
can't no more. Like I need for you to get it. You in the household with everybody
So
that got it.
But
Yeah.
my question is, how do you get them to get it? Like Mac turned 16 on Friday, thank you, and he still hasn't taken driver's training. I put it on him. I said, you need to do your research. Find a place that you can do driver's training. Tell me the cost. Tell me when it is, and when it fits
Shit, I got
into your
14.
schedule.
He excited. He can't
Oh,
wait.
Yeah, but you told him, and
And
guess what? He
he still-
moved.
he hasn't
Don't
done
you
it.
move?
But he needs to start taking the
That's
freaking
what
car
Dee
so that he
said.
can
Catch the
drive
bus.
other
Catch the
stuff.
bus. Catch the
And
bus.
listen, so Chauncey said to me the other day, he
Catch the bus.
said,
See.
last week one day, he was like, can you teach me how to catch the bus from my school?
Hey.
He was like, cause Mario do it.
Hey.
It was so funny because I was thinking like,
Exactly.
I'm thinking like that would be so much easier on all everybody you calling to take you home.
Exactly.
Listen, Big B made them all catch the bus one night from downtown. I said, Mario, know how
I
to
did
get
it
y'all
too
from
with the
to and
girls.
from.
Yeah, in the
He
back
can
talking
show
about
you
who got
whichever
what.
bus you need to catch.
I love it.
Told don't you sit next to each other either. Don't you sit next to each other. Fright has been.
So another
Yeah.
thing, I
Do
also,
it.
and I'm gonna try to get away from talking about these kids, but another thing I do notice is that when the kids wanna do something for them that they wanna
They make
do,
it happen.
they do everything
Yes.
they're supposed to
Yes,
do.
they
So
do.
that just lets me know that they know what they're supposed to do, but as
Right.
long as I allow them to continue to do it wrong, they gonna go ahead and do
That's
it.
We all expect to make plans on our
And I'm grade oriented. If you ain't do what I told you to do as far as them grades, if them grades not over 80%, you only got one opportunity to have a C. That's it. So this weekend, I said he went to a birthday party. Somehow he knew maneuvered his way Saturday, called his daddy take him, drop him off, and then I checked the grades, and I said, hold on, brother, you got a 79, a 78, and a 77. I said, I don't know what you thought, but had I known this before today, you wouldn't have been nowhere near a birthday party. So he got 3 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks of school left, 1 week of finals. He ain't doing a damn thing until all those grades look like I need him to look. Next week we studying all week, and next week he going to school. Before school, in the middle of school, after school, he'll be there studying with those teachers. Because his finals are 20% of his grade. I can't afford for you to get no more than 1 C. Your freshman year, you might have 3 C's, the rest A's and B's. That's it. That's it.
No
And guess
room in
what?
the hole.
When I put him in that mindset, he get his shit right together. I can honestly say that. Or when I tell him he ain't playing in no game, I tell him, I don't care where nobody go. You only obligated to one team, and that's Team Michigan. Reach, you ain't going nowhere else if these grades ain't right. You should see his face. I don't play that. You can't play no basketball.
That's how my mom was on me when I was little. If I didn't have the grades, I was on straight punishment.
Mhm.
We didn't have a cell phone. It was like you couldn't go outside, you couldn't go to the store. The only place
No
I
phone.
could go, no phone.
Can't go to handle company.
But we
None of
didn't
that.
have
I couldn't even
phones.
have no
You could
sweets.
use the
My
house
mama put me
phone.
on.
I couldn't have no tea. I couldn't have no
Use the house
Kool-Aid
phone.
at
I'll never
dinner
forget,
time.
she put me on punishment for a whole car marking.
Yep, I've been on those
whole
a couple
one.
times.
And I'm like, a whole
All
car
for some
marking?
C's.
I was an easy kid.
For some
Yeah.
C's.
I didn't want to get in trouble.
good.
I want you
And
to
I
holler at
brought
me.
all
I
those
want you to say that.
Or some threes.
I got it. I took care of everything.
So-
He said basketball is a privilege.
Yes.
It is a
Absolutely.
privilege.
And that's
It
what
is.
I was just
Absolutely.
sharing with you earlier. I was like, I
It
don't
is a
really care nothing
privilege.
about no basketball. I could care less. You be failing.
Yep.
We can hear.
I know, yeah, we
You
can.
be failing.
Yes,
You can't fail.
exactly.
You need to, this is your most important year. here.
Yes.
Basketball
yes.
is a privilege.
I don't care nothing about the sports for real. I love the game. Don't get it twisted. But
We
Gotta
got
do
the
what
whole
you gotta
kid.
do.
I didn't have these issues with my other children. I tell you the truth. I didn't. They was all good students.
Yeah.
They
And I
knew
think
their
that's why I
work.
only have one. I say it all the time. I was scared to have another one. I was like, shoot, this one right here, he kind of got it together. Let's just work with him.
Right. So,
They said we
can we all name something that we started and finished? Cause I know that we all start things and we just don't have the time. So name
Oh,
one
wait.
thing that you started and you finished. Because the feeling that you get when you finish something is a feeling that we don't get often.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, for
what's
me, it's always education. I got licenses up the wazoo, degrees, like, what the hell? I should, listen, I'm gonna claim my millionaire.
I know that's right. Everyday millionaire.
School is easy for me, and I'm always wishing to acquire additional knowledge. I just want to know.
Yes.
If I don't know something, I will find out. I will seek out the resource, anything, but the accomplishment of something, because education is something can't nobody go in there and take from
No,
you.
not at all.
It's always gonna be yours.
Yeah,
And you earned it,
absolutely.
right?
Mhm.
Right.
So,
DC said that he kicked 4 kids off of Team Michigan for their grades.
He did.
wow.
And that's a good
That's
coach.
good. That's
That's a
real
very good
good.
coach.
And I also heard him saying to some other coaches the other day, about a kid whose grades are terrible. Like, what are we doing?
Exactly.
We're not helping them.
We're not.
Yeah, you gotta
So
put
But
it's
I
not
think
about
that should be
wins and
mandatory
losses.
though. For
It's-
you to play AAU, I think you
That's
should
any
be able
sport.
to
Right.
maintain a certain GPA.
Well, the state requirement is only a 1.0. People don't know that. Most school districts
Right.
just adopted their own
Right.
of a 2.0, but the state of Michigan says
It's one
all you gotta do is get a D
Oh, yeah.
in the class and you can play a sport. So
Right.
for me, just that alone tells you what they give a
They
dang
don't
about
care, right?
athletics. But then guess what? They want to have all the rules though.
Right.
You don't care about the standard, but you want to have rules to tell people where to go.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Carla, Didi, some of you guys started and finished.
That's a
Like, it could be anything.
Oh wait.
What about your Carla, your skating party? It was successful?
Mhm. It was really, really, really nice. A lot of people showed up, more people than I know. So I was happy.
Amen.
The kids was happy.
Will you do it again?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah.
I made a
It was
whole
successful.
lot of money.
Hey!
Whole lot of money.
I know that's right.
So, yeah.
Oh wow. Pass me.
Jen, Lauren, anybody chime in?
Probably, I would just, the easy one is getting my bachelor's. I'm the only one of my siblings that went to college because I was a ward of state at 17 because my parents had drug problems. My brother had custody of my sister and I was a ward of the state, so we all moved into an apartment together. He was 19, I was 17, and she was 12, so I put myself through college. And
Okay.
Amen.
Yes, go Jen.
Awesome.
Go
Hey.
Jen. Go Jen.
Break that generational, yes.
Mhm.
Right.
Absolutely.
And lead a new legacy for your family.
Absolutely.
That's what I say all the
Lauren, what you
time.
got for us?
So for me, I was going through a rough time back in 2015 and decided to enroll in a master's program
Hey.
for my master's in business. I always aspired to get a master's in higher ed, but my company wouldn't pay for it, so I was like, all right, business it is. So started that, finished it in 2017, and actually I'm thinking about, once Drew graduates from high school, get my PhD in economics. We'll see
Hey,
though.
yes,
So
yes,
wait,
yes, yes.
While we waiting till Drew graduate.
Go.
Cause I wanna get out of here. I'm trying to be out of here.
Mhm.
Like, I wanna go somewhere
Try to
else
come
and do
visit
that-
me.
get that
Try to come visit me.
done.
Where are you going?
Either Texas or North Carolina. I'm out.
Right.
Five out.
Right.
3 more years.
So
998 days, 26 hours. I'm out.
DC said congratulations to you guys.
Aw, thank you.
Tim said super cool, and DC also said he was the first one in his family to go to college.
Hey. And get that degree.
Yeah.
I think mine, I think 2004 was like my high of a year. In 2004, I got pregnant in February.
You too?
Graduated, right, we all, right. Graduated with my master's in December, planned a wedding, got married in August, coached full-time, and, and was a teacher full-time. So in 2004, and I was taking 4 grad classes a semester. So in 2004, that was like to me, that's the year that I refer to all people who say they can't do nothing.
Right.
Cause,
And you was pregnant.
and I was pregnant. And had the baby. I planned my finals around that week. I knew I was gonna be in the hospital after having that baby. And I think for me to go through that year it's just an awesome testimony to other women for me to know that you can do anything. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care what the situation is. You can do it.
And
You
I'm
know?
sorry, Keita, to chime in on that. So I actually got pregnant, Lil Chuck, and
Okay.
had him in 2004, but I actually finished a year early
Okay.
in order to still
Make
get
it
my
happen.
degree, so I wouldn't have to be on campus an extra year.
Got you.
So graduated in May and then had Lil Chuck in June. So I
Yeah, he
had
was
a similar
mine was
story.
conceived. He was February 14th, Atlanta, Georgia. It was a makeup sex, but it was made up right, baby. It was made up, and he always say, "Mama, I was conceived in Atlanta." Yes, you were, baby. Man.
We shared with Matt yesterday the song he was conceived to.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
What did he say? What did he say?
He was like, he said, he didn't realize what I said at first. He was like, wait, what? You guys listen to music? I was like, we did that
What about you, Cece? Something you started and finished.
Well,
Just keep that over there.
I will. No. Well, I'll be finishing my degree in August.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have anything.
I push them
to be
kids.
honest.
You do?
I'm
Push
gonna
them
say
kids.
I physically don't. I'm still in school and I am gonna finish. I don't know when, but I'm gonna finish.
Amen.
I'm proud to
That's all
say.
that matters.
But right now,
Didn't you start your nonprofit? Or you working on your business?
yeah, I'm not finished yet. I'm in the process though.
I know
That's
something we
gonna be
started.
Well,
But
it's
And we
not a race,
finished,
it's a
and
marathon,
it's going.
right?
yeah, no, I'm saying yeah.
We started through the nest.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, yes, Lori.
And that's awesome. Yes. But right now, the biggest thing for me, and some people probably don't think it's a big deal, but I think it's huge. It's huge. But because where we started, is Chastity graduating.
Yes.
Chastity graduated June 8th.
Yes, amen.
That's an accomplishment, for
It's
sure.
huge, and this is the
Yes.
thing. This is why we sharing this degree. Goddamn it.
That's
But listen, let me tell you. So, see, Chastity, she was supposed to go to Eastern Michigan, you know, but Eastern wasn't
Yeah.
giving no money. You know, we was going to school, gonna have to pay $4,000 a semester. And I immediately said, oh, I don't know who got $4,000. Because guess what? I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna take out any loans. I'm not gonna do anything because I don't even know if you're gonna go to class. First of all,
right.
so no. So it was Chelsea going to enroll down in Wayne County, and Chaz went with us.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, Chelsea, you know, people down there like, hey, you need to come here. Like, and she's like, I ain't coming here. You know that nose, so I ain't
Yes.
coming here.
'Cause that's what our kids think.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So I'm like, shoot, she need to come here. I mean, they done brought it down. We're gonna give you a scholarship. You got the tip. You got the
Yeah.
the Detroit Promise. Like she had so
Yes.
much. So the ending result was her receiving $4,000 a semester.
Yes.
You know,
like that.
Yes.
so at the moment she wasn't feeling it. I'm talking about I had to call, reached out to the village. I called my homegirl like, listen, you need to call Chastity. I need you to talk to her. I need you to help her explain it to her so it makes sense to her.
Yes.
So my friend told her, you know, it's unfair for you to want your mom to come out that money. Your other siblings that's younger than you need the same opportunities that she gave you and Chelsea. They deserve that too.
Right.
And if she has to hustle and get $4,000, they're gonna miss out on a lot. It's unfair. You know, so basically Chaz bought in. She bought into it. She didn't want to. I mean, she was pissed. She didn't talk to me for probably like almost a month. You know, but it was fine. I didn't care. So now just seeing her going to school, doing very well.
Yes.
You know, on the dean's list.
Yes.
Graduating on time. and no student loans.
Hey.
Like that's huge for me.
Yeah.
And I know what student loans do.
Yes.
She hasn't taken out a student loan yet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
that's
yes,
huge,
yes,
you know?
yes, yes.
And I'm excited. She's my first to graduate college.
Hey.
She's the second in my family. My nephew, my cousin graduated, but I'm talking about my immediate family.
Sure.
My nephew graduated from Illinois State University in 4 years, and then Chastity's the second.
Nice.
You know, so that's a major accomplishment.
It is.
And the reason I enrolled back into college is because she was coming home like, I need help with this. I'm doing her and Chelsea work. I'm like, well, I might as well go on this skip.
So
Facts.
somebody might be listening.
Right. So it's like, well, I might as well, you know. So that's why I said we share this degree.
I know
You
that's
know?
right.
Yeah.
And just a little bit tidbit information. The Michigan Credit Agreement has, so let me tell you this. If a student goes to a junior college
Right.
and takes a certain 30 credit plan of work, they can take that 30 credits and get credit for the other 30 that you need to move on to a 4-year school.
Yeah.
Skip a whole year, you save money, and now they go to the 4-year and they only have to do 3 years to get that 4-year degree. And it's in the state of Michigan.
Information you can use.
Information. Thank you.
In the
Thank
state
you.
of Michigan.
Maybe we'll post it again.
Yes, we will, because that's something that's very important, because people, it is cheaper to start and go to the community college first, but now you can skip a whole year and go and get your 4-year degree in 3 years, because they're gonna give you those extra credits as long as you go to a Michigan school.
Right.
That's
So
awesome.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it
So
is
Tiffany
awesome.
commented.
Yeah.
So I agree with Beto. That's what me and Sade doing right now, because a lot of y'all don't know my 20-year-old. But yeah, she's in community college. She's in community college as well. So, but she started off at Macomb County and didn't do very well. So she transferred to WC3. So now she graduates in 2020, but we sat in the office, so, because she's doing summer classes as well.
Right.
So she's actually only a year into her college, so she do 2020, but she wants to be a physical therapist, sports medicine.
Mhm.
So now she's gonna do the year to get her associates in 2020, plus she's doing classes for the physical therapists. They
Hands-on.
put everything in combined,
Yeah.
everything together, so she can take those classes as well, plus get her associates for Associates of Arts and be done with it. But, and then in 2 years, she takes the classes at WC3 and then she goes over to a university.
Nice.
So that's what we doing. Listen, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, and it was a struggle to get that diploma.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Listen,
It's based
I'm
upon
talking
not
about
how
a
you
lot
start,
of
but how you
days.
finish.
A lot of days.
I tell Chastity all the time.
I was telling them the other day, like, this is why. Oh, I thought we wasn't gonna talk about the kids. We ain't talking about the kids no
You're
more.
right.
I got a
But that's
question.
my accomplishment for.
Yeah.
That's what we started and finished.
I got a good one. So let's go around and say.
No, I want to forget about
What,
we're talking about
what
now.
is one of our most fondest moments with either the group or one of each, or one person in the group? Like, what's your most, like, one of the either funny, fondest, most craziest, or like that we can talk about on
I got a bad
live?
Before we do that, I just want to shout out to Tiffany.
Okay.
So she said
Yes.
for her, she started finding a location to put her husband's barbershop. They opened it and it's been going strong for 5
It
years.
sure has.
Yes.
Yes, Robert. Same
Yes, that's
name as the
awesome.
Shout out
son. Same name.
to the Fullers.
It's
Okay,
fashionista.
now we can do the fun stuff.
Mhm.
Right.
I'll give y'all my, let me give you mine. So I was telling Bay about this, I think, the other day.
Oh Lord.
So, well, let me tell you how I met Sonya.
For the record, I don't remember.
So wait, I saw her, but this is how we got really
I
cool.
remember now.
So we had one kid that played on our team. And his dad was a little scary. So we going down to Ohio. We going to Ohio, and he like, I'ma ride with her. And I was like, he not riding with me. So Randolph and his beautiful wife, they in the car. And I know Randolph, more to talk. I say, Randolph, I'm kind of scared. I don't want to ride by myself with him. So Sonya nice self, she said, girl, I'll ride with you. It's okay. He can just ride with Randolph. I said, yes. Man with man, woman with woman.
And we took off.
And we took off. And from that day, girl, when I tell you, we know the same folk, and it was just heaven. I always say though.
You gonna get off my hood.
listen though. So we in Florida, right?
I knew it was coming.
We was in Florida because I just sitting here and I'm saying, she said Sonya was so nice. Right?
You don't drink to this. You don't drink to this.
So look, and then brought back in my mind when we all went to Florida. Do you remember TC? No, and we couldn't find the place
Yes.
where they were located. So me and Lauren and my little bug that I rented in Florida. So I see this man. I see this man, and I was like, wait a minute, what is his name? Because at this point, we don't even know his name,
So
right?
what were you yelling out the window? Of the
Was I said, Randall?
That is not how you said
That wasn't even him though, was it?
No.
Oh my
it. Man, that was
God.
hilarious.
We had a good time, though.
And ever since that was his name, I don't give a shit what happened. That's just how she said it. Randall!
Yes, because look, here I go asking Chuck, well, what was his name? Oh, God, it was hilarious, y'all. It was hilarious. You had to be there.
Yes.
So to add to that, the funny thing was that little beetle that you had that car that all week, literally up and down the street, like everywhere in that car. Groceries, like you name it, everything was in that car.
Yes, food, grocery, clothes, we was everywhere.
Just
That
for the
is so
record,
crazy.
we had a ball.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Crazy.
Yes, we did. Our
It was
little
fun.
boys was only 8 then.
Yes. And they had
8 years old.
Yes.
Wow.
What you got, Carla?
Oh my goodness.
Well, mine will be with Bay.
Yeah.
Well, mine will be with Bay, and it's too many to name. We've been all up and through Detroit, Highland Park, Southfield, and everywhere, doing everything.
Not always nice things, but everything.
Everything.
Oh, wait.
Lord.
Church.
Exactly.
Church. Church.
Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna pray tonight. Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
Come on, Tease, give us one. Yes.
I don't have one.
You ain't had
It don't
no
have to
fun
be
times
funny.
with none of
It
us?
could be just
Absolutely
anything.
none.
Your most
No fun
one thing that
times
stick
with
out to you.
Being harassed when I go to the mall, she pop out like,
Out of
there
nowhere.
again.